dog, so it will take too long time. I thought it will be finished soon, but uh, it takes too much time, so I'm late for about 12 minutes. So last week, I think we finished the MRA 40, 40 MRA mental factors, or not finished? Not finished yet, I hope. Misbelief deity. Huh? Misbelief deity. And today, let's continue to uh, go to the MRF 14 mental factors. So number 7, conceit, mana. In Pali, it is called mana, conceit or pride. If you have, if you are too much proud of yourself, extremely proud of yourself, it is called conceit or arrogant. Arrogant. So it is also called the immoral factors or immoral states. Mana, mana. If we have conceit, we look down on any other persons, and we may behave with disrespectful manners to other persons if we have too much conceit or arrogance. Then um, if we have such kind of conceit or mana, it is not good for us. That is why we may check ourselves whether we have conceit too much or not. And if we find out ourselves, we have conceit, mana, then we have to try to reduce um, uh, by um, by focusing it. Mana is not good. Conceit is not good. With this thought, we have to reduce. We have to change our mind to reduce the conceit. We have to try to be humble to any other persons in order to reduce our pride or our conceit or arrogance. So that is very good if we can do so. That is why you um, find out yourself you have too much conceit or mana, then you have to be careful. It is not good, and you have to make a change to your conceit to be harmful. You replaced your conceit with a humble manners or humble mind. Then your conceit will be less and less in your mind. And then you are you will become polite persons if you can do so. And the next one is hatred, dosa. Dosa. Dosa, as you know, yes, I have already explained to you dosa, no? The uprising dosa and the lowering dosa. If you feel angry, if you are um, angry so much, then you have dosa. That is also not good. So if you find yourself, you have hatred or anger or with too much angry mind in yourself, then you have to reduce your anger because the anger dosa is a not good mental state. It is a bad mental state. It is related to the immoral or unwholesome mental state. That is why we need to reduce our anger or our hatred, hatred, Um, and also, if you have depressed, that is also a kind of dosa, smooth dosa and rough dosa. If you are angry, then it is rough dosa. If you are depressed, if you are sad, if you feel sorrow, then you have smooth dosa, lower dosa, and upper dosa, uprising dosa, and the descending dosa, and so on. We can understand dosa is two kinds of the higher dosa and lower dosa. We can say like that. Higher dosa means our body and our mind will become shake, and when we do some things with dosa, we make mistakes. If we can control your dosa, then you can do less mistakes. If you cannot control your dosa based on your dosa or anger or hatred, you can commit any kinds of crimes easily. Uh, you may hit someone, you may abuse with bad words to someone. It is not good. It is not good. You may do whatever you want if you cannot control your dosa. So only when you control your dosa, then you will be free from any kinds of crimes or any kinds of bad behavior. So you need to reduce the upper dosa and the lower dosa, a kind of depression, a kind of sadness, a kind of sorrow, and kind of anxiety that is also dosa. So in such kind of dosas, um, also you need to reduce. If you feel depressed or if you feel sad, you cannot do anything because of dosa. You cannot eat well, you cannot sleep well, you cannot stay uh, happily. You are feeling sad, you are depressed, you don't want to do anything properly. Um, you lost interest in doing something or saying something because of dosa, depression or sorrow or sadness. That is also not good. You need to know. When we know this is also a kind of dosa, we need to change our mind. We need to change. If we can change, it is sure we will be successful to control our hatred or our depressions. Uh, we need to focus the hatred and we need to focus depression. Then you will see this hatred or this depression is um, found in your heart. Then you will clearly understand or realize that this hatred or this depression mind uh, comes to you very much, give trouble to you very much. Because of hatred or because of depression, you feel agitated in your heart. You feel sorrowful in your heart. And you feel angry in your heart. So you need to focus that kind of uh, mental situation into your heart. And then uh, these hatred or this depression mind will be disappear, will disappear. And when you are focusing into your heart. And also, you may replace the hatred or dosa with loving kindness. If you can um, replace it with loving kindness, then you can understand easily to others. You can forgive everything. You can forget everything. When you can forget with loving kindness, metta, then your dosa will be gone away. If you feel depressed, Also, you trying to observe yourself, and you have to uh, send loving kindness yourself to yourself. So loving kindness or metta should be sent to other persons, other beings, as well as sent to oneself. Yourself also, you have to send loving kindness. From how I am beautiful, I am feeling sad, I am feeling depressed, I am feeling angry, how beautiful I am. Thinking like that, you have to love yourself. You have to send loving kindness yourself. Oh, if I feel sorry or if I feel depressed like this, I cannot do anything. My life will not be will not improve. Something like that. Thinking like that, you have to control your dosa, dosa. And if you can control your dosa successfully one time, then next time also you can manage to control, subdue your dosa easily. That is why I want you to practice how to control, how to manage your own hatred or your own depression. If you cannot manage to subdue or uh, remove the hatred or depression in your life, then you will suffer a lot. You will do the your actions will be um, wrong because based on dosa, if you say, then you have you say something wrong based on dosa. If you do something, then you may do something wrong. So in this way, many problems, a series of problems may occur into your life if you cannot control your dosa. In the same way, if you cannot control depression, depression is also a kind of dosa. Hatred is also a kind of dosa. Sorrowful mind is also a kind of dosa. Also, the worry is also a kind of dosa. If you cannot remove such kind of uh, dosa mental states, then you can do many mistakes in your life. That is why, in order for you to do uh, right, to do the things right, then you need to control your dosa. You know? That is very effective if you try this uh, in your life. This you will find it helpful very much, very effective. Uh, so dosa is also not good mental state. It is a bad mental state. So it is called immoral mental states. Dosa is one of the immoral mental states. And the next one, asa, jealousy. Jealous mind. If you hear the good news of other persons, then you feel jealous. That is actually not good. So you need to know when you are jealousy, when you have jealousy, you need to know I have jealousy. And then since you know that jealousy is not good, so I need to uh, remove the jealousy from our mind, from your mind. In this way, you decide and try to reduce the jealousy. For example, if your friend becomes rich, gets a lot of money, or if your friend get a good job, a good base salary, or if your friend uh, uh, is successful in any kinds of field, That's all of things are good news. Roughly speaking, if you hear good news of others, or good news of your friends, or good news of your relatives, then you should be happy instead of jealousy. We ordinary people usually feel jealous when we hear the good news of others. This jealousy may arise only when we hear the good news of the person we know. If we hear the good news of the person we don't know, we don't usually feel jealous because we don't know them. But mostly, if we know the person and that person um, gets a good job or gets a good bill or get uh, success in his or her life, if you hear such kind of good news, oh, you feel jealous. Then you can guess into your mind, oh, I have jealousy to that person or to someone. Then and you you uh, guess yourself, oh, I have jealousy, but jealousy is not good. So instead of jealousy, I should feel happy for his success or for her success. So in this way, you need to replace the jealousy with the happiness when you hear some good news of other persons. So if you feel jealousy, you did not get anything rewards, but you have unwholesome, unwholesome, unwholesome is immorals, demerits. So you need to change the demerits to the merits. You need to change the unwholesome to be wholesome by replacing jealousy with the happiness. Then when you hear the good news of other persons, instead of jealousy, you feel happy. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear his success or her success, something like that. You need to change your mental disposition in such situation. If you can change like this, you your mental state uh, becomes a wholesome mental state instead of unwholesome. If you feel jealous, then you are unwholesome. You are immoral. Your mental state is immoral. That is a jealousy. So instead of being jealous of others, if you can feel happy, then your mental state becomes moral or wholesome or good. Good. So from good to bad, from bad to good, you can change your mental states. Jealousy and happiness. Jealousy and happiness. Dosa and metta. Dosa and metta. Conceit and humble. Conceit and humble. You can change. You can change. Hatred, dosa, and metta. You have to change jealousy and jealousy and happiness. Happiness you can change. Then that is a change in our mind from immoral to moral, from unwholesome to wholesome, from bad to good, from bad to good. If you um, if you want to uh, accumulate meritorious deeds, first of all, you need to change your mind with mindfulness. If you are mindful to your mind, then you will know whether I have hatred or not. whether I have jealousy or not, whether I have conceit or not. So you will know clearly into your mind streams. And then you can replace since you know that. If you have conceit or mana, you have to change your mind to be humble. If you feel hatred or depressed, you need to change it with a loving kindness to yourself and, uh, and to yourself as well as other persons. Yes. And if you feel jealous when you hear some good news of others, then you are mindful. Then you will know yourself, oh, I have jealousy. That is not good. I will change this with happiness instead of jealousy. It is better for me to feel happy, to hear good news of others. In this way, you need to practice uh, practice the way of changing between the unwholesome and wholesome. Unwholesome, if you have unwholesome mental states, you have to replace it with wholesome mental states. Okay. Um, the next one, average material. Material. We translate material it as average, but I will tell you to know to understand clearly. Material is stinginess, stinginess. So average kind of stinginess. If you are stingy, you don't want to share your belongings with others. You don't want to feed any food to others. You don't want to give anything to other persons if you have material. So if you are too much stingy, you uh, you don't want to eat or you don't want to use for yourself. Sometimes you can find some persons so too much stingy, and even though he or she is rich, uh, he or she they never eat good food. They never eat. They never wear good dress. They never use good things. So such kind of things are also a kind of jealousy. Sorry, a kind of stingy. Stingy. If we have stingy mind, we don't want to use for ourselves. Sometimes we have such kind of things frequently. So you need to balance yourself. Oh, I should use such kind of things in my life because I'm trying to earn money day and night. So it's better for me to use to buy such kind of good things as a reward because you try hard to in making money, and you sometimes you may feel tired because of making money. You have to do job, you have to go here and there for the purpose of making money. And if you get that amount of money, and then you have to eat good food, sometimes you have to wear good dress, sometimes as a reward. You should reward yourself. You should not feel stingy too much. You should reward yourself. As for example, if you get uh, amount of money, and and then you may think to yourself, I have such amount of money. What kind of things I should reward to myself? So it is also very useful for your life. So you want to buy some new smartphones, then you buy with your own money. Okay, oh, that is my that is the reward, the reward. Uh, so you buy a new smartphone and you think you are said, oh, I reward the smartphone to myself in this way. Too much, not too much stingy on using, on spending some pieces, but don't waste the money. Don't use it properly. That is, I give you example. If you are too much stingy, you don't want to use for yourself, let alone sharing with others. So if you reduce, if you can reduce the material stingy mind, then you can use it for your sake as well as you can share with other persons happily without stinginess. So it is a very good in life. Your life will be very uh, cheerful. You may experience wonderful things in life if you can do so. That is also a good practice. If you are too much stingy, you check your mind. Oh, I have stinginess. Stinginess is not good. So I will spend some. I will share some amount of money with other persons in some situation, something like that. Then if you do so, you will feel happy. Uh, you will feel happier and happier in your life. But people also will love you so much because you are generous. If you are stingy too much, you are not generous. You cannot be generous. If you are not too much stingy, then you will become generous. You will become a generous person. That means that you can easily share with other persons, with your families, with your friends, and so on. So we need to reduce our material avarice or stingy mind because the stingy mind, stinginess is not good in life. So if we find out ourselves, we have stingy mind or stinginess material, then we need to replace it with generosity. Generosity. Oh, generosity is much better than material stinginess. Stinginess. So avarice or stinginess is also not good mental state. It is an unwholesome mental state. If you have stinginess too much, then you have unwholesome based on this material mental states. That is why it is not good for our life. So we have to change our stinginess because we are ordinary people. That is why sometimes we may have material or stinginess. But when we are mindful of ourselves, then we can know we have stinginess, I have stinginess. Then, since you know this, you can change your mind. Oh, stinginess, not good. So instead of stinginess, stingy mind, I will change to be generous person. I will share some amount of thing with other persons, with my friends, or with families, or something like that. And you may reward yourself also to remove stinginess in some cases. Okay. And the next one, worry, kukucha. Kukucha. We say worry. Actually, worry is a bit similar to the dosa, actually. Um, we can translate it remorse, kukucha, remorse. what kind of remorse here means. In the past, we did not do the good things in life. When you remember that, you remorse. I could have done many good things when I was young, but I couldn't have any good things in my life when I was young. In this way, you feel remorse, you feel worry. That is kukucha. And also, in the past, if you did the wrong things or unwholesome deeds, when you remember that, oh, I have done a lot of unwholesome deeds when I was young. Actually, I should not have done unwholesome deeds in the past. So when you remember the past, when you reflecting, when you are when you reflect your past situations, then you find out yourself. You have done the wrong things in the past. You had not done the good things in the past. Regarding this, you feel worry and you feel remorse. So that is called ukucha. Ukucha. So if you have such kind of ukucha in your life, that is also not good. Not good. That is why the Buddha tells us we don't go back to the past. We should not expect in the future. We have to focus at the present. So no need to worry about the past because of the past has, gone. We have passed our past. So in the past, whatever we did, we should not have worry about that because when we did not know good and bad, when we could not differentiate wholesome and between wholesome and unwholesome, we may do wholesome deeds sometimes. Sometimes we might do unwholesome deeds because we did not know clearly between the wholesome and unwholesome. Now you know this is wholesome, this is unwholesome, this is moral, this is immoral. Now you know. So from that time onwards, you're trying to lead your life on the right way, on the wholesome side. You should avoid your life from the unwholesome side, from the bad side. So you have to choose the right way. And today's for what you don't need to worry about anything in the past. The past has already gone. We cannot correct the past. We cannot make any correction to our past because it was already gone. That is why if we are worried about our past situations, then that is not good. It is called worry or kukucha or remorse. Remorse. So if we have worry or if we have remorse related to your past situation, then you have gogoja. That gogoja is immoral. Immoral. It is not good for you. That is why instead of being worry or remorse, you have to focus on your mind and you have to observe that worry or that remorse. The remorse is not good. When you observe it, the remorse mental state will be despair. So you will see arising and despairing of worry or remorse in your heart. Then the worry cannot harm, cannot cannot make you harm. Huh? So if you cannot dispel or eradicate the worry with mindfulness, then this worry or this remorse will make you harm too much. And because of this Gogocha, you will feel sorry, you will feel worried, you will feel anxiety, you will feel displeased to yourself. I made the wrong things. I did not make the good things in life. And when I was young, I wasted a lot of time, something like that. From the past, you have to take the lessons only. You don't need to worry about it because you cannot correct the past. We cannot make the past right. That is why instead of worrying about your past situation, you have to be mindful of the worry or remorse, and you have to observe it. It is arising and disappearing. Then your mind will become peaceful. If if you cannot do, you will feel sorry for your past situation. You will feel worried about your past situation. Then it is called Goguja. Goguja will give you uh, uh, trouble into your minds. And the next one, sloth and torpor, Tina Meta, even though they are two mental states, we can see together, sloth and torpor. Uh, if you have sloth and torpor, Tina Meta, your mind and your mind is not active. You are not alert. you lose, you will lose some effort. You don't want to do anything eagerly. You are not so willing to do some things because of Tina and Meta. If you have Tina Meta, you will feel drowsy. You want to sleep. You will feel sleepy. You will feel drowsy. Your mind is not so clear because of Tina and Meta oppress you so much. So when you are meditating, this Tina Meta will um, will be obstacles for the progress of your meditation. Because if you feel drowsy, if you feel sleepy while you are meditating, you cannot focus on your body, you cannot focus on the breathing and the breathing out, then your mind will dizzy, uh, your mind is not so clear, your mind cannot focus anything related to your meditation objects, you will lose meditation objects. Then you cannot get any concentration, you cannot get any vipassana knowledge because of this sloth and torpor or tina meta. Tina meta, roughly speaking, means tina meta means um, sleepy mind, drowsy mind. So if we have such kind of sleepy mind and drowsy mind when you are doing some job or when you are doing some work or when you are meditating, you need to remove by uh, encouraging yourself oh, I must do this to finish in time. So it is not good for me to feel sleepy, to feel drowsy. So I must finish this in any way. With you should give yourself a a lot of the effort. You have to make more efforts yourself with this might and main. If you do a job, then your job will be easily finished. In the same way, if you are meditating, when you are meditating, sloth and torpor or tina metta enters into your mind, then you will feel sleepy, you will feel drowsy. At that moment, you know yourself, oh, sleepy and drowsy mind give me trouble, protect uh, protect me uh, from the meditations. So I need to reduce this sleepy mind. So you have to alert yourself. You need to be alert yourself. You change your position a bit. You need to breathe stronger. You need to make a stronger breathing, a little stronger breathing than normal. Then your body will be alert. Your mind will be alert. Then you will not feel drowsy. You will not feel sleepy. And then you can focus the meditation object. Then you can do meditation very well. Then your meditation practice will progress a lot. If you can remove the tina and metta or sloth and torpor, that means the drowsy and sleepy mind. In every situation, if you have drowsy and sleepy mind, you can overcome by energetic mind in yourself. You can encourage yourself. You can encourage yourself to be alert, to make an effort, to make more efforts than before. At the time, your sleepy mind or drowsy mind will be gone away from you. Then you may become active. You may become active. Then you can do your job very well. You know? Actively. You can do your job. You can do your work actively. You can meditate actively. It is very good. That is why sloth and torpor are also not good mental states. They are bad mental states. So when you are mindful, you will know I have sloth and torpor. I have tina and metta. For example, now if you feel sleepy or drowsy when you are listening to the Dhamma, you cannot catch what I mean. You cannot understand easily what I say because of tina and metta. That is why if you have such kind of tina and metta, as soon as they arise, you have to uh, try to know it. Since you know uh, that, you have to remove it right away, you know, with a large mind, with alerting yourself, with encouraging yourself. Oh, I should not feel sleepy now because it is a very precious time. Uh, I should listen carefully with uh, like this. You have to change your mind. Then you become, yeah, you will become active in listening to the Dhamma, and you can remove sloth and torpor or tina metta at the same time. So in this way, you try to practice when you have tina and metta. As, as soon as they arise in your body, in your mind, then you will know when you are mindful. If you are not mindful, you will not know. So mindfulness is very important. In every situation, we should have mindfulness. So this mindfulness will um, help you to know whether I have delusion or not, shamelessness or not, fearlessness or not, restlessness or not, attachment or not, misglee or not, conceit or not, hatred, jealousy, avarice, worry, sloth, and trouble or not. If you are mindful, you will know easily. You will know easily. As soon as you know you have such kind of immoral mental states, you need to change. You should change your immoral mental states with the good mental states. So the last one is a doubt, vichikiccha. Vichikiccha. Vichikiccha, doubt, doubtful mind. Skepticism, we can say skepticism, doubt or skepticism, skepticism, or maybe doubts. So it is a very easy meaning, doubt, vichikiccha. It is okay. What kind of things are called doubts here? Doubt on the Buddha, doubt on the Dhamma, doubt on the Sangha, and doubt on the Kamma. So it is called Vichikiccha. If you have doubt on the Buddha, for example, the Buddha appeared over 2,500 years ago. You are doubtful to that. The Buddha enlightened himself. You doubt, you are doubtful to that. Whether I'm not sure the Buddha enlightened or not, something like that. The Buddha knows everything. So it is called the Buddha. So it is said that the Buddha knows everything, but I don't believe. Sometimes he may not know something, something like that. Such kind of things are called doubt on the Buddha. So if you have doubt on the Buddha, you cannot fully believe in the Buddha. So we should have the belief in the Buddha without exception. If we don't have belief in the Buddha without exception, we cannot believe the teachings of the Buddha. We cannot believe the foundation, the organization of the Sangha organization. Sangha, the the group of monks are, the organization or the group of monks are called Sangha. So this Sangha was founded by the Buddha after the first sermon we call Dhammacakka Vatana Sutta. Buddha gave the very first Dhamma talk to the 5%, 5 ascetics. At the end of the Dhammacakka Vatana Sutta, these 5 ascetics were ordained by the authority of the Buddha. So since that time in our sasana, the 5 members of the Sangha appeared in the world. After that, the population of Sangha increased gradually. At a later time, the huge population of the Sangha became increased so much. The population of Sangha increased so much. under the instruction of the Buddha. So since that time, the Buddha organized the disciple minds according to the Vinaya, rules and regulation. The Buddha himself set the special rules and regulations to organize the members of the Sangha. From the time of the Buddha until the present day, the members of the Sangha follow the instructions of the Buddha we call Vinaya. So we need to believe in the Buddha. We need to believe in the Dhamma. We need to believe in the Sangha. Because if we don't believe in the Buddha, we cannot follow the teachings of the Buddha. We cannot follow the instructions of the Buddha. That is why it is very important in our life. I say frequently, you must believe in the Buddha without exception. We also must believe the Buddha without exception. If we can believe firmly like this, we can follow the teachings of the Buddha, the instructions of the Buddha. So if not, we cannot follow the teachings of the Buddha. We cannot believe the Buddha's teachings, then we cannot follow easily. That is why now what are you teaching you is the teachings of the Buddha. As the Buddha taught, I explained on behalf of the Buddha. So if you believe the Buddha, oh, these are unwholesome, yes, you may accept these are unwholesome because the Buddha told us like this. We accept all of those things are unwholesome. So if we don't believe the Buddha, we cannot easily accept all of those immoral mental states are unwholesome. Sometimes they may be wholesome, sometimes they may be unwholesome, something like that. Then you will be confused whether it is good or bad. So if you have firmly belief in the Buddha, oh, moha is not good. Airika Adnotapa is also not good. Udeja, Loba, Deti, Mana, Dosa, Isa, Machariya, Kukuja, Tina, Meta, and Vijikija. Those mental states are not good. That is why if we have such kind of bad mental states, we may get rid of those mental states. We may replace those unwholesome mental states with good mental state, which was wholesome mental state. In this way, you can practice. If you don't believe the Buddha, you cannot follow, you cannot practice. That is why it is very important. We should not have doubt on the Buddha. We should not have doubt on the Dhamma. We should not have doubt on the Sangha. Finally, we should not have doubt on the Dhamma, cause and effects. If we accept the existence of the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha, and Karma, then we will not have Vijikiccha. We will not have doubt. We can remove by faith. We can remove the Vijikiccha one by faith. Faith in the Buddha, faith in the Dhamma, faith in the Sangha, faith in the Karma. In this way, we can eradicate our doubt with the faith. If we have doubt on the Buddha, Dhamma, and so on, then it is not good. Instead of doubt, we should have faith. We should have more faith, saddha. So in this way, I hope you can change your unwholesome or immoral mental states with wholesome mental states. These unwholesome mental states are negative emotions in our life. Those negative mental emotions will give us a lot of problems. That is why we have to change our negative mental emotions we call immoral mental states. Then our life will be very active. Our life will be very peaceful. Our life will be very happy. So today I'm uh, trying to teach you the 14 immoral mental states. Those 14 immoral mental states are the unwholesome mental states. That is why we need to remove such kind of unwholesome mental states when it arises in our mind streams. Remove, we have to reduce, we have to remove. If possible, we have to eradicate all those immoral states. Okay, now time is over. That is why let me stop today's lecture related to the immoral mental states 14. Okay, we have stopped here for this day. I will continue to explain the beautiful 90 Sopana, the wholesome mental states next week. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Shadow.
Okay,
Thank you,
let
sir.
me let us share our merits. Today we are doing Idame Bonyang,
Idame
Idame
punya,
punya,
Asawakayang,
asawakaya,
asakayang,
Wahang Hotu,
wahang
wahahotu,
hotu,
Idame Bonyang,
idame
idame
punya,
punya,
Nibanasa,
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 Bajayo,
paceyo,
paceyo,
Hotu,
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 Imang,
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 Bonya Bagang,
bunyam,
bunya, bagang,
Taba Sadanang,
sabah,
sabasada,
sabdanang,
Bajema,
pacema,
pacema,
Sadu, Sadu,
sadu, sadu.
Sadu. Suki Hoda Dukkha Mojada, be happy, be free from all kinds of suffering.
Thank you so much, Sajid, for the teaching
Thank you,
today.
Shadow.
Okay, I hope you understand. I'm trying to explain this. These are very difficult to explain. That is why I'm trying to explain for you to understand. I hope you can understand what I said.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you so much, Shadow.
Okay,
Good night, Shadow.
Goodbye,
okay, see
Sajid.
you, see you. Be
See you.
happy, be happy.
Cảm ơn sư cô ạ, cảm ơn ban tổ chức ạ.
Wish you all the best.
Okay, I will leave now. So
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Shadow. Cảm ơn cô Phước Tuệ.
see you
See
next
you.
week.
See you next
Yeah.
week. Thank you very much.